Hello and welcome. This is Sahara playing Starfield New Game Plus 3. We are on Neon, and everyone's looking at me because of my little bunch of people here. Anyway, so getting with me and Finn, and then of course my little critters. Right here in Neon, because I'm going to do another dark universe, and we're going to be doing Paper Ghost Lanes. They say every tower in Neon has a ghost in the basement, but this one walks in numbers and routing codes instead of chains. I used to think the stories about vanished freighters and bot shortcuts were just bar noise that got louder on the way up the span. Now the whispers have paperwork behind them. Out on the fringe, I tripped over a lone dataslate that should have been slagged, then heard a Rayusian clerk stammer through the same missing names, and finally cracked a cutter's half-burned logs that described the exact same kind of jump, like the rumor had learned how to write itself into every system that tried to erase it. And when I read that went into the quest Ghosts in the Lanes. So, behind the glass and chrome of Reusian's tower, the real members are kept in air-gapped corners in mislabeled archives where no quarterly report ever reaches. If anyone in Neon has a record of which ships vanished on impossible shortcuts and which executives signed off on those quiet contracts, it is buried in this building's forgotten copies, not out in any space or bar. To follow the trail further, the paper ghosts have to be forced into the light. So far all I have are fragments, a stray data slate in the back country, nervous denials in a corporate office, and a cutter's corrupted logs that all point to the same kind of route, the same missing name, and a pattern of oversights that feels too deliberate to be simple neglect. So, we need to locate the Ghost Vector Index at Neon Rejune headquarters. So that's why we're here.
Pretty slow day so far.
Alright. Place where I never like to be. Let's go. Where is this going? I don't think we've ever been here with one of these.
You fry Tayo already, right?
Definitely. Every Tayo innovation gets copied by the other Star Yards. I just missed the engine upgrade.
Oh man, that sucks.
Can I get in there?
To change your life?
Oh, I can. Okay, so there's a little briefcase over here. So, buried in Rejune's restricted archives, the index quietly stitches together censored route data, missing freighters, and contracts scrubbed from public ledgers. It does not name Victor, but it flags the same anomalous jump pattern attached to backwater distress calls in a drifting cutter's corrupted logs, hinting that someone made Neon's corporate tower. Hinting that someone inside Neon's corporate tower has been buying passage along corridors no official chart admits exists. Blah, blah, blah. So that goes to this one. Neon Skyline is a liar's course, but the rooftops hum with the truth. Neon Skyline is a liar's course, but the rooftops hum with the truth underneath it. Up there, routes are sold between drinks, fees are laundered through private paths, and people talk more freely when they think the wind will carry their secrets away. If Victor... I know we've run across that name Victor before. If Victor ever bragged, even by accident, it was probably in the shadow of the span. His coordinates traded like ghost stories between smugglers and corporate fixers. Chasing that thread means wading into gossip, greasing palms, and listening hard for one voice that talks in numbers instead of names. Or the relay bunker is different. No noise, no drinks, just machines that never learned how to lie. Someone pulled atmospheric traces there and saw something they should not have, then quietly stepped off the grid. The logs they left behind read the same way every time, the same anomaly, the same path through restricted sky. Following that line means trusting code data over street talk, digging into whatever is writing inside that forgotten sys-def hole, and hoping the people who were supposed to clean this up are not still watching. So we're going to go with the top one. I will check the neon rooftops and those side channels. Okay. So, skyline of omission. Only up on the rooftops can you hear neon without the walls lying for it. The hum of grab pads and private shuttles passing just low enough to skim the span is where contracts change hands off the record, passed between executives who do not want their own systems seeing the numbers. Whatever was logged about Vector in his routes was never meant to sit in a clean office downstairs. It lives up here, tucked into side channel traffic and rooftop relays that only the desperate and the crooked bother to touch. Word is a smuggler bragged in a corner booth that their miracle escape corridor came from someone who talks in coordinates instead of names, and a nervous clerk mentioned forged permits that always pointed one jump beyond the usual lanes. Out in the heatherlands, a list camp swore a clipped voice walked them past a storm, and a drifting cutter near UC space carried logs stamped with a familiar sigil. Taken alone, each story is just bar talk. Lined up against the skyline, they all start whispering in the same direction. So we need to locate the skyline vector ledger at neon rooftops. All right, now where the hell's that at?
So I just missed the engine upgrade.
Okay.
Oh man, that sucks. You definitely need that. It's
Here we
way
go.
more fuel efficient.
I know. Now it's standard pretty much everywhere. But Tayo had it first.
What ship is the most?
Boop. Here we go. We're going to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Okay, and then from here, we're going to go over here. This is where all the ladders are that take you up. So it makes sense we'd be going to F side. Yeah. So we need to go to the roof. So we're going to be going up a lot of stairs, I have a feeling. Yep. Can I get in there? Oh, I can. All right, here we are. Right here. Another little briefcase. The ledger cross-checks SysDef contract IDs against off-book payments from Neon, drawing a clean, illegal line between corporate rooftops and a navigator selling impossible exits. Pinned alongside the drift logs and that jittery clerk's forged permits, it turns scattered rumors into a pattern. The same signature routes, the same one jump too far coordinates, always circling the same hidden destination. And then this one is going to go to Echoes of the Hole. So that one is the KN 4320 drifts under bruised starlight, its hull lights dead, its transponder still whispering you see SysDef credentials that no one has questioned in far too long. Out here, away from patrol lanes and busy grab wells, the silence around a sanctioned tactical ship is its own alarm. Whatever was pulled from investigation archives and routed through this frame was meant to stay buried in an empty sector where Vector's experiments and the system's embarrassment could coexist unnoticed. A forgotten data slate in the frontier, a nervous clerk's mismatched permits, and telemetry leaks from an old simulator all say the same thing. Someone has been reshaping official routes with outlaw math and command let the signals and let the signs flow out here unseen for years. So recover the hall window briefing from the R and from the KN 4320. All right, so I know we can just set course and jump from here. Oh, we went to another. And then this one is over here. Where? Where, oh where? I hope it's not one of these that just goes around and around in a circle. It is. It's just going around and around in a circle. Yeah, it says I'm already there. But I'm sorry, that's not what I want to do. Recover the whole window. Yep, I don't know. I don't get it. Why some of these work, some of them don't. Okay, so we're going to be doing Shadow in the Jump. This is a slate that I bought before from a vendor. I have been staring at these screens long enough that the after image of the graphs follow me when I close my eyes. No windows down here, just recycled air and the low whine of processors chewing on data no one officially collects anymore. Off the record, half the Bureau will tell you they have heard of those routes in a bar somewhere between shifts on duty. Those same people swear the charts are clean, the lanes are safe, and any missing tonnage is bad bookkeeping or pirate work. Funny how the stories thin out when the recorder is running. I pulled a jump log from a small freighter that never arrived, overlaid it with half-erased telemetry from an old survey corridor, and there it was again, that same tiny course correction, like a hand on the rudder just off-center. Someone built that into the system, then everyone agreed not to see it. Whatever this cartographer is doing, it is stitched straight into the gap between what we know in private and what we are allowed to write in the report. And then that went to Shadow Lines in the Dark. So Shadow Lines in the Dark. The sealed monitoring pod sits deep under rock in Old Fear, a place built for people who watch patterns for a living and then pretend nothing is wrong. Down here, the air tastes of still power and rerouted protocols, all those quiet updates in altered schedules that slipped in over years while no one with rank bothered to ask why. Whatever is buried in these records is where the cartographer first brushed up against someone the UC was not supposed to be running, and where their routines begin to bend together. So far, the trail goes from a forgotten cache in the back end of nowhere to this analyst's hideaway full of half-erased telemetry, and now to a classified file that mentions the same name and an unnamed companion in the same breath, just before ship movements started to drift off their expected lines. So read the Shadow asset log from Katie Mercer. I'm not sure if we've done this before or not.
Weapons are offline!
What is this, Crimson Fleet? Spacers, okay.
You're going down!
Come on, just die. Just die.
Okay! Grab drive down! We can't jump! It's too much! Guns offline!
Oh, we had a whole bunch of spacers here, didn't we?
Huh. What a lovely rock.
What a lovely rock. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I heard a, that's where we're supposed to be going. There's only 2 resources here, so I'm gonna get those, so I'll get the survey. Will you just turn around? I want to say that, once again, April 7th has been coming up, and the reason why April 7th for when the DLC and the upgrade for Starfield is going to come out is that is when the physical copies come out on April 7th. This Polish magazine keeps track of all the retail stores or whatever, the files that they use in the retail stores for the physical copies, and this, I guess they've never been wrong with their predictions, and they're the ones saying that it's coming out on PlayStation on the 7th of April. So if it's coming out on PlayStation, it'll be coming out on, as an upgrade to Xbox and PC, and at least for, the hard copies, the physical copies of the discs. So I'm sure we're going to get the online at the same time. Anyway, so I'm thinking April 7th. Anyway, let's go down in this cave. Oop, come on. Oh, come on. I also got rid of my Big Bang shotgun. Somebody mentioned, because, I've been complaining that I've been shooting at people and just not getting the damage that it should. It has great specs. And someone said, yeah, the Big Bang is really bad that way. They have really great specs, but they don't live up to those specifications. So I'm using something different now. So we shall see. All right. I'm sure there's going to be people here. Well, we got this. I don't see anyone here, though.
That's still one heck of a magic trick, Chief.
Okay, we have a rock pile down there. I don't see anyone here.
What the heck was that?
Oh, now I do. I hear him anyway. Oh, well, might help if I,
Can't take it!
I think I've tried this one before. Not too impressed with it either. I wanted to go after that pile over there. I wanted to go after the rock pile. There it is.
I'm out of here! Ah!
Yeah, I hear you guys.
Oh my God!
Am I going the wrong way? I think I am. Come on, let's go. Oh. Somebody killed? Already killed her? Where was she? I wonder if that went into my, No, it did not. I was supposed to read something, but now I don't know what I got. Okay. Where was she at? Okay, there's a body down here. Is this it? No, there isn't. Oh, here. Okay, shadow asset log. Here we go. I was hoping. Shadow asset log. I should not be down here alone. The pod still thinks it has a purpose. Consoles cycle through the same old sweeps on dead satellites. Query beacons that have not answered in years. Ping corridors you see stopped emitting existed. Nobody ever shut any of it off. They just stopped looking at the results. That is the only reason I found it, buried in the rolling diagnostics under 3 generations of do not touch tags. There is a route offset that repeats whenever one particular transponder pattern passes through the field. Cross-checking it against the fragments I pulled from that hillside catch and the static-riddled jump data from the freighter that never arrived, it all lines up. Somewhere above the rock between here and that stretch of wreck-strewn dark everyone pretends is just bad luck, the same tiny correction keeps being applied to ships that bought a certain kind of chart. The system is still nudging them long after the people who set it up walked away. Okay. And that brought up, right, a choice, another choice. Neon's rooftops are a bad place to think straight. Every arc of lightning through the grid, every forgotten landing ping, nudging ships the same way, feels like standing inside his skull while it dreams. If I follow that line, I am betting that the city's old habits and his new edits are now the same thing, that the pulse over Belai is the heartbeat of his favorite escape route. It is risk wrapped in noise and corporate shadows, but if he is still turning the sky anywhere, it will be here. Or the listening post is the opposite kind of dangerous. No crowds, no glow, just vacuum thin air and rows of redacted reports where careers came to die. Whatever ledger they kept off the record linked his tampered departures to official silence, and that makes it one of the last honest mirrors left. If I dig there, I am reaching for names, ships, and coordinates the bureaus decided not to remember, the kind of proof that turns a ghost story into something the UC and Free Star can no longer ignore. I will trace these rooftop guidance patterns over Neon. Okay, and that goes to corridor above Neon. Alrighty, let me see if I can, I don't think I can. So, the corridor above Neon, high above Neon's glow, where maintenance rails meet the crackle of the conduction grid, the air is full of forgotten routines, old alignment pings, defunct landing protocols, guidance sweeps no one bothered to shut down. Up here, those abandoned systems still tug at shipboard software, gently bending approach vectors into the same narrow band of sky. That quiet mechanical habit is what the cartographer has been writing, hiding his edits inside the pulse of a city that never sleeps. So far, the trail runs from a stray data slate in backcountry rock to a buried monitoring pod full of censored telemetry, each pointing to the same conclusion. Someone has been folding new routes into old habits, letting Obsolete systems whisper his patterns into every passing drive. Okay, so let us go. Back to Neon. So we ended up at Chunks? We ended up at Chunks. Oh. That is odd. Okay. Back up on the rooftops we go. Chunks, Chunks! Is this gonna be in the same spot? It looks like it's the same spot. Oh no, it's not. Can we get in here? Okay, it's not the same spot. It says it's up here. Here we go. Different area. The rooftop calculations match the orbital anomaly exactly. Lines etched in Neon's haze now echo in the cold vacuum above, a repeating kink in space that no official chart admits exists. By tracing where those bent approach vectors finally converge, the hunt shifts from guessing his routes to following the single shared destination they all imply, somewhere far beyond regulated lanes. The scattered datapad in the heatherlands, the buried monitoring logs, and the rooftop drift patterns all describe the same quiet interference in navigation systems, a hidden hand turning routine jumps a few degrees off course toward an unseen point in the dark. And that takes us to Vector of the Unseen. Okay, so Vector of the Unseen. Out here in quiet orbit, the thing humming against the black is less a beacon than a scar in the traffic lanes, a slow, deliberate kink in how ships choose their jumps. It was never meant to exist this close to settled space. Layer by layer, someone bent the routes around it until captains began to follow a curve they could not see. Left alone, it keeps teaching drives to lean toward the same blind corner of the map, tightening the pattern Starline has been sketching in other people's engines. So far, the trail runs through a forgotten datapad in backcountry rock, a buried analyst station full of censored telemetry, and whispers of a missing settler convoy whose last jumps echo the same wrong angles. Taken together, the numbers all tilt toward a second unseen mass, casting its shadow across every chart he has ever touched. So, destroy the second shadow vector at Latana, 8? Yeah. So we're back to Latana we go. And then from here, so we just need, I think we just need to destroy it. Yep. From the wreckage, a disruptive signal rethreads itself through the old UC arrays, briefly restoring a forgotten sweep that points away from sanctioned lanes and toward a blind patch of deep space. In that flicker, the pattern tightens. The stray datapad's corrupted routes, the buried analyst's censored logs, the orbital anomalies' skewed jump angles, all of them bend toward the same uncharted well, where ships vanish and Starline's edits grow bolder. Starline, so it's a new one. And this goes to Shadowline's Convergence. Alright. So, the dead arrays of the deserted UC listening post still sweep the stars in slow, meaningless arcs, a relic that once heard every whisper along this stretch of space and then somehow missed the one that mattered most. Here, buried in half-scrubbed logs and obsolete grab telemetry, Starline could work unobserved, splicing his ghost corridors straight through the gaps in official attention. UC abandoned the place. He turned its quiet into a launch pad, feeding routes to captains while he watched which ships came back and which fell silent. You arrive as the last cycle completes, just as he moves to erase the final proof that his patterns ever ran through UC ears at all. We started with a stray data slate in the back end of nowhere, then a buried analyst pod that hinted at doctored navigation reports, and finally a rigged beacon in high orbit broadcasting impossible jump solutions. Every step pointed to the same hand, the same spiral in the numbers, hiding in the blind spots everyone else chose not to see. And I'm sure it's going to be a deserted UC list. It is! Defeat Mikal, Starline, Horbatovich. Deserted UC listing post. Of course it is, right?
Stomping around an alien planet in this bulky suit isn't my idea of a good time.
Quit complaining. Oh my gosh, I'm going to put you back to bed. All I need is one more. Okay, so here we are. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Let us see. Who is sitting on top? You sitting up here on top? There is, right there. Yeah, these buoyants are a little bit tougher. Where are you going?
Let's do this.
I think he's under. No, now you're out in the open, but.
Let's finish this.
Who's? Oh my god, you just tore that guy apart! You tore him apart! He's one of the, it's not a flocking, that one that I have with me now, it's not a flocking, it's a different type like him, but they're very aggressive. Alright. Yeah, this is a, it's a hunting leaf strider. So it's not a flocking leaf strider. The flocking ones are the really friendly ones. These ones aren't. These are mean. All right. Oh, come on. Really? I need to probably go up on top and make sure that he's, because he has, usually they have stuff up on top. Some ammo or something, you know? Yep, he does. And they always have their weapon there too. It's just so weird. It's like, why are you... Okay. Time to go in, guys. Oop. Is this the one that goes down? It is. Okay. Whoa, they broke the window out already.
I'm out! Reloading! I'm pinned down!
This one just doesn't do that much damage either.
Give me your best shot! Over our heads! Go! Without credit.
No, run away, run away. Okay, you're done. What are you shooting at up there? Oh, you're shooting down.
This might be fun! Oh! Shit! Let's try. You're already dead.
Nope, I just got... Somebody just died.
Reload! Get out of my way!
Let's try.
Oh, come on, hold still. Come on.
Just give up now.
Oh, are you my way? Whoop! Sorry there, little baby. Didn't mean to jump on you. Are you stuck in the doorway? Come on, have fun. Not as many people here as there usually is when we come in one of these areas. I think this is where there's, oh yeah, this is where the weapons are at.
Show me what you got.
You know what that is. That's the storage. Okay. Someone just got... Are you okay?
Bang! Right on target.
How come you're not out there fighting, dude? Yeah, the crew just aren't the fighters like the other ones that you hire are. Alright, here's the money. I don't think there's anything much else in here. Yeah, there's just not that many people. I mean, usually there's a lot more in this. There's the body. Here's a body. Well, it's...
Let's go.
Okay.
Who's next?
Who are you guys shooting at? Oh, there goes Thrax. Oh, you're shooting at these guys. Okay.
Give me your best shot.
You didn't pick it up.
mistake.
Oop! I forgot there's always someone in here somewhere. I think he's in a locked room, if I remember right. Like this one. Yep, he's in here.
Oh, you're going down.
Nope, he's not in here. Where you at? Can it... Oh! I wasn't paying attention. Damn it.
Say goodbye.
Fight's already over. You just don't know it.
I'm trying to get, I have to kill X amount of people with grenades, so that's what I'm trying to... Oh, he didn't die.
Find some damn cover.
Jeez. So they don't die right away with those grenades. I know they don't have much. So I was trying to get him down to where he was really low, and then I was going to try to kill him with it. And I thought he would go, but of course not. No. Ben, are you okay? I think that's you I'm hearing complaining out there. Alright, let's get this safe while I'm here.
This is it. That's nothing.
Now you keep going to Ash, so all your stuff comes into my inventory. He's the one that got us last time. Pretty sure of it. I'm not too hipped on just looking everywhere. Hi, what are you doing back there? Hunter? That's gonna be your name, Hunter. Alright, let's go get what we need to get. Not picking up the weapons for some reason. Mining? Oh no, this is a peak performance one. But it doesn't do anything. Alright, down here we go. Looks like we have a whole bunch of fragmented heads. Yep. Somebody got blown up. I think that's EM. Can I not get that? It's right there. Is it on the other side up here? Everything gets all messed around when they're fighting. There's a safe in there. That's what I was looking for. It's up and around here. And there's this. I think there's usually something in here. Oh, who took care of this one? Oop. Somebody came in here and got her. Wonder who that was. Bet it was Thrax. All right, guys, back. All right, let's go get our what we came here for. Except there's something over here. Grave. Okay. Bodies, several bodies. Not like I really need it. Yeah, it's just not picking these up. Got these. Hi, iBot. Okay, we know this area. Or do a save. This is usually where there's people out all over. Unless you guys already killed them, which you probably most likely did. Knowing Thrax. And iBot. And K9. Oh! Not that. Ah! I just love it when they don't even notice me.
Where? Where the hell?
Just need time.
Yes, my arm! Oh!
Can you guys?
We're dying over!
Oh man, I wanted to do the kill. He was my kill, not yours. I know. Thanks for you know for looking out for me, but still. Yeah, he was my kill, dude. I thought we already got. Alright, maybe we didn't. Alright, we got this door.
Found me a target.
Okay. Well, I think someone found you a target too. Is that all there was back here? Looks like it was. Okay. Let's do a save.
I'm getting tired of this.
I'm bleeding.
Yeah, you're bleeding. Well, they're very high level. Very low level.
Show me what you've got.
Oh, I stunned my bird. Sorry about that, birdie.
It's payday! My eyes!
You can kill!
That'd be fun.
You will pay for that.
We got another one?
Get the guy already!
Reloading!
Give me that shot.
Yeah, I know I'm encumbered. Okay, I know I'm encumbered because everything kept coming into my... I could see it all. Let's go.
Hey there. How's it going?
Let's go into storage
Need me to
here.
carry something for you?
Yes, please.
See you later.
Okay. Time to go look at stuff here. I know it updated. I just have to go find it in my pack. Aha. Oh. What are you doing in there, Lady B? Little BB? Just want to pick up anything fast here. Got a body here. Oh, damn it. Body here. Burned a body here. Body here. Headless body. Every time I see it, I think it's one of the babies. Gotta take a little load off there? Don't blame you. There was something here underneath of you. What is it? Oh, fragmented head. Yeah. Why is your hair moving? Somebody take the weapons out of there? Somebody died in here. All right, let's go in here. Is there contraband? No, but there's another safe. Oh, damn it, I didn't want that. What the hell? What the hell? Well, I think I got everything here. Let me look in my notes. Here it is. Mikal Starline Ledger. So I used to cook, nothing complicated, rehydrated lentils, packet rice, whatever vegetables the market rats on Neon had not picked clean. I would stand over the single burner in that little cube I rented by the docks, steam fogging the one cracked viewport, and listen to captains lie to each other about fuel prices. Sometimes I made enough for two. There was a mechanic back then, grease on her cheek, calloused hands, the kind of laugh that made you think gravity might actually let go for a second. We would sit on the floor and eat from the same dented tin, trading stories about ships we would never own. I liked that life. It had edges, but they were human. The first time I changed a route and watched it hurt someone, it was not supposed to. The first time I changed a route and watched it hurt someone, it was not supposed to be that way. I told myself I was just nudging a drunk, loudmouth broker into a delay, a missed payout. He had bragged about using falsified safety reports to push crews into bad lanes. So I sold him a corridor I knew flirted with a gray shadow. Nothing serious, I said. You will skim the edge. Okay. I adjusted 3 degrees and watched his ship's telemetry from a listening post that was not supposed to be watching. The alarm spiked. They survived barely, but one of his crew broke half the bones in her arm against a bulkhead. I remember staring at the incident report and thinking, you did that, and a quieter voice replying, he had done worse for years. You just let the math talk back. I used to believe people were at baseline decent, flawed, frightened, greedy, in small ways, but salvageable. I believed that when I was still filing correction requests inside proper channels, bringing misaligned beacons and inconsistent loss reports to supervisors who smiled tightly and told me I was overbidding the noise. When the same quarters kept eating ships and the same office kept signing off on them, that belief did not shatter dramatically, it just thinned, like atmosphere at high altitude, until one day I realized I could not breathe it anymore. Funny thing is, everyone clutching their pearls about ghost corridors now has been doing the same thing in slow motion for years. You see, Freestar, the megacorps, even the pious ones drifting between systems, they all move pieces on the board, knowing someone will fall off the edge. They just wrap it in memos and treaties and call it regrettable. I am not different. I am just more honest about doing what the equations demand. They push risk around with committees. I draw it in a sharp line between 2 stars and let anyone who reads carefully see it for what it is. There is a philosopher I forgot the name that said morality is just a story we tell to make patterns in the dark. That the universe does not care if a ship arrives or scatters itself across a gas giant's upper layers. Only we care, and we care differently depending on whose hull it is. I find that comforting. If ethics are contingent, then so is guilt. I can say with a straight face that I am redistributing danger, not creating it. They hid their biases in approved charts. I am just adding another layer, one that points to truths they would rather bury. Why here then? Why the quiet frame hanging nowhere near a main lane, humming with analog logbooks and unregistered cores? Because this is the only place left where the pattern is mine alone. No beacons I do not control, no oversight committees pretending not to read the same figures I do. Out here, I can refine the corridors until the kill rate drops and the survival rate sings. And maybe one day, hand a clean line to someone who will use it without knowing my name. Am I afraid they will find me? constantly. I wake when the hull creaks. Sure, it is a boarding clamp. I run scenarios in my head. Ecliptic mercs, UC sysdeps, some freelance hunter piecing together whispers from Neon and that derelict watching post. But I am more afraid of what happens if they erase this work completely. They will go back to their old charts, their old acceptable loss percentages, and call it safety. If I am a weapon, it is because they forged the barrel and left it laying around. I just learned how to aim. Yeah, this one is a little bit more poetic. I kind of liked it. So, that's another one down. Another one we killed off and got a bounty on. Hoo-hoo, because you know we're a bounty hunter. Yeah. So, if you're enjoying, click like. I know not everyone probably likes these, and that's fine. I can handle that. I have a quest mod that I downloaded. It was a free one. Defying something is what it's called. I just haven't got around to doing it yet. I want to get some more of these Dark Universe ones done. So anyway, whether you watch or not, thank you so much for watching, and if you like it, let me know. Have a nice day. Sahara out.